Ada for telling someone they're selfish for asking a 22-year-old to become a child's guardian. My 22F boyfriend Malcolm, 22M, has a half-sister, Elena, 12F. They have the same dad and he's not involved in their lives. Their moms became close friends and they were raised seeing one another. Malcolm's mom moved abroad a couple of years ago. Elena's mom Sandra was diagnosed with cancer last year. She went through treatment but it's been determined that there's nothing they can do but make her comfortable. Sandra will pass sometime this year. She has no family. Malcolm has spent a lot of time helping care for Elena, driving her to school, making them meals, etc. Recently, Malcolm sat me down. He said that Sandra asked to speak to him. She said she understood if the answer was no but asked for him to take on custody of Elena, sooner rather than later, that way she could adjust to him being her guardian before she passes. Malcolm would move in with them. Sandra had a sizable life insurance policy and an account to help him care for Elena. To my surprise, he agreed to all of this without consulting me. I pointed this out and he said we've only been together 6 months. I asked didn't he feel too young for all this? He said sort of, but he'd do it for Elena. Without further discussion, he subleased his apartment and moved in with Sandra and Elena. Saturday, I stopped by to pick up Malcolm for lunch. He hadn't returned from work yet so I was waiting with Sandra. We were making small talk. She mentioned how grateful she was for Malcolm and that he was a sweet boy. I asked if he was really her only option. I mentioned his mom. Sandra said Elena is losing enough, she doesn't want to force her to move abroad on top of everything. She also doesn't feel right asking Malcolm's mom to move back. I said I found the whole thing a little selfish. Malcolm is only 22. He shouldn't be tied down raising a child. Sandra got defensive and said she wished she didn't have to ask him, plus he said yes. I asked what else was he supposed to say. Sandra told me I was upsetting her and asked me to leave. Malcolm called me later, screaming at me. He said that I upset Sandra. I said I was trying to defend him and point out options she may not have thought of. Malcolm told me to butt out and to get on board with this or walk away. He hasn't spoken to me since. I saw Elena at the mall on Sunday and she ignored me. My mom told me I screwed up big time. Ada, what do you think about it? Write your comments.